Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Beloved, let me get my... No, don't take no pictures, Sean. You got enough pictures. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. How y'all doing out there? I hope you're having a great, this message right here finds you in great spirits, healthy in the physical, and atonement on your frequency. Frequency being as far as aligned with, your spirit, body, soul, all right, in tune for us to talk a little bit. Woke up good. I hope you woke up great. All right. All praises to the Most High for awakening, giving us that mystical, mysterious awakening, all right, that nobody at this point in time can pinpoint. Okay. Know the purpose. On the channel, then creation of Onomics, our purpose there is to bring awareness, intellect, whatever you want to call it, to things that we overlook, we take for granted, things that coincide with us walking on this on this earth as a human being, that coincide cosmic and the things that we don't pay attention to necessarily because we're grounded, right? But we have those of us that take our time to expand, be aware of the things that not necessarily the average are, because we've been allotted time by the Most High through accomplishing our physical substance to a point where that we don't so much have to go out there and work real hard and stuff, We didn't build the life and all that thing so that we can do this right here, right? Have more freedom to be ourselves, find ourselves, create ways, find more creative, go back into them ancient gates, open doors and stuff like that. Find ourselves to gravitate back in that mindset to bring forward new ideas, new ventures, things that spurred us at once upon a time to do great things at one point in time, at a mass. That's where we're at right now. It's not about the individual, if you ask me. Survival of the fittest of the individual is the survival of humanity. A lot of things going on around us that one person cannot fix, build, create, to be for humanity to make them changes, turn them corners and things like that. Fitting that we're at a new year, we're turning into a new year. So you're at home, relaxing around family. So we hopefully supply substance that you can look into, become aware of. The more we're aware of things that we don't know as a masses, it just makes us more powerful with that. Whatever does come outside, don't put no wool over our eyes. You know what I'm saying? All right, so one of the things that continue to strike at me is that our young folks' faith in what they understand and don't understand. Many are, they know of the book, the gospel, whatever you want to call it, the awareness, they're aware of Most High God, but being aware of Most High God, in comparison, where does that leave you? It's almost like I know Most High made me, God made me, created me, but disconnect. That's what you feel like. The Most High made me and put me here, and then there's a disconnect. It's like I'm not connected to Most High as if Most High created me, but did He create me out of Most High's image? Did He create me Am I a son, a child of Most High? You see what I'm saying? It like that with the young folks, and that's where they at. And it's supposedly because through experience and living and lifetime, that's when you start figuring out. Well, I think Most High love me because of things you've been through, da da da, and you probably didn't call on Most High, or got out of something, or something happened, and you was like, how did I make it through that? The one analogy. At one point in time, you seen 4 footsteps in the sand, right? And you wonder, how's it 4? And I'm just walking. It's just me, right? Because at that time, that's when Most High's carrying you. You know what I'm saying? Carrying us in our grief, our pour down, our whatever we're going through in this body this week. You know what I'm saying? That's what Most High's carrying until you get on your feet. Till you get back on your feet, you smile and you there, yeah, woo woo. You getting yourself up, and you your own motivation. And you look down and it's just 2 footsteps. That's when Most High took the hands off you and said, all right, you got it. You got it. You got it. So pinpointing in some way as we go on in our lineage, I pick up a spirit that's told me start reading into your Quran. Right, I'm highly familiar with my Quran, more stronger at the Bible because we've been lineage with it, with other elders, but so much keen and common. The Quran comes common to me. All right. So the young one yesterday, I said, it'll come a time when when we get to the point where we understand religion, with that, some are throwing stones at it as far as religion is the reason why this and that and that. And I can't disagree. But it's more or less the confusion that folks put in religion. You put in, we had a computer, when I started learning data and understanding what you put in it is what you're going to get out of it. And it being your own data. So my job in the military, what we put in that machine would dictate, the data, the energy that we put in it, if it's good or bad. So when you start theorizing that machine operates off my energy, basically. So my quadrant, my deflection, my azimuth, and I shouldn't say my team, because I'm not doing it myself. I got a chart operator, I got a Bucks backup computer operator, I got a radio operator that got to get the right grid. He don't traffic the right, transfer the right grid in his energy. A 6 could be a 9, you know what I'm saying? And we put that wrong, it's wrong. And we're gonna shoot out, we're gonna have a problem. So it's all orchestrated through that body of work that we do and put in that machine. So I understood quickly, it's the same thing with our computers today and everything. Somebody putting that information in. Now Vicky or whatever, the algorithm and stuff like that is picking up and learning off of it and stuff like that. That's cool, but it still has to generate us. It's still about us. Right? I kind of went off, I don't know where. Yeah, I do. So when I was talking to the young man and I brought up, I said, they're very keen about God and things like that, but they're not keen to the aspect. And I think it's just growth, maturity. It wasn't young, but maturity to understand. If you know God created you, like I'll just put in language. If you're saying God, let's just say God created you, this God. And we understand God, how the creation starts is no scene. You're not seeing the spirit. You're not seeing the spirit of you, yourself, or God. And you don't know, but you know that this exists because when that fetus is in the mother, it's not alive to you and me on the flesh side yet. It takes time for that flesh to build the organs and everything else to breathe, right? To be able to handle the breath that Most High is gonna put it in and the blood to flow in there. So in the mother's womb, sadly to say, however you want to look at it, there's a minute or so in there, and we determine when the heart beats, right? When it start heartbeat. But for between that time and the heart beating and it arriving, right, it's dead, flesh. So it's in a clone state, it's dead. It's not alive. It's not breathing. But the organs are building, da 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 and da da, right? So until Most High say, okay, them organs are sustainable enough to when I breathe in it, it's gonna be able to breathe on its own within you, mother. All right. So the correlation of the spirit, the baby still has a spirit and a soul though. It's invisible. You can't see it. That's the purpose of it being. It's there, right? It'll wake up and come online when Most High brings breath in it, right? But till then, so it's not really in a dead state. It's just in a coma. It's in a coma state. Because the spirit and the soul is in there, Most High, right? But what I'm getting to is that, so Most High doing this, orchestrating it. You ain't got nothing to do it, and I ain't got nothing to do it. Ain't nobody got nothing to do with it. It's an invisible understanding. But who created it? Most High. It's invisible. Just still think invisible. And then you and your mom, you're invisible. So what does that make that relationship? You say God, Most High, God. Then what is this? This is your mom. And then what is mom that mom can get this? And then what is dad that dad has a part in it in his sack that he stores? This is God. So what God put in you in mom is God. And what mom is getting it is God. And what dad helped bringing in is God. Now, difference. God, the ultimate creator. Creator of what? Everything you see around you that you couldn't create. Ultimate God. The God that comes in. The God that comes in, the Most High brings in a part of the creation. You're going to continue with the creation on the little side of it. You coming into the gods that your mom, your dad, to the creators of what? They created your car, your house, your electricity, all the things that we can't see and touch, we created. It makes you a God on earth. Common. Just be common in it. Just make sense with it. Just not the big G. That's all. Now watch this. Before then, Most High created things and powers that didn't have to go through a human system like us. So now you get rid of this. What you create. Most High most definitely created gods that operated, watch this, autonomous almost to Most High. Angels, whatever you want to call them. Have the same type ability, but they just not decreated. If God's sitting up there saying to Adam and angels and things, name that Adam. Name this stuff. What that make Adam? Child of God. And if we know we come from Adam and those Illibis and things like that, names before us and stuff like that, then what that make you? You was Adam. You was Jesus walking in the body. So you're God. When you put it in these contexts with these young folks, then they can understand how to respect themselves even more. That's what we bringing in. You're not just any old being walking around here. Because if you act like you're just any old being, then you acting lower than what? These animals that we domesticate. That's what we be getting to. So when we talk about we go into our lower state, our sexual, our kundalini and stuff like that, that's when we know you're animalistic. Now you're not so much acting like the gods you are. You acting animalistic and that's godly too in some ways because it's a reproduction. It's a generation you generating. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that stuff don't come out of that situation, but you're just not acting in a godly manner with it because there's a higher volume of functionality operation, generation within you, all right, that's higher than that. When you see that the animals can do that, yeah, the animals can have sex. Sometimes better than enough, because you looking like, you ever seen a dog, two dogs get stuck and do all that stuff? You're like, damn, we don't get stuck. At least I don't think. I ain't never got stuck. You see what I'm talking about? But they do. You like, damn, that's extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So what they can't, what we can do and they can't do, that's when we become gods. Because we're gods to them. I'd be looking at my dog, and dog be looking at me washing dishes and stuff like that, and I know they be I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? Like, what? The dog sitting at the, I wish I could do that. Watch this. In their head, Adam be pumping, God, I wish I could do that. How you know that? How for a fact many of us know that these animals communicate in themselves like that? Because watch this. When each and every one of us at one highlight of a time, Michael Jordan sat there flying, whoo. Hey, Cat, you was in the air for like 10 seconds. God, I wish I could do that. Martha Stewart cook some stuff or whatever, and you like, I know that ain't gonna taste right. You know what I'm talking about, Jabaz? You know when you see Fox and people them cooking stuff, cooking shows and stuff, you be cooking, you like, nah, I done tried this and I done did it. Now you gonna mix that with that? I know that ain't. That ain't gonna cook it and stuff, and I come out the oven, you like, you can smell it at home and look good. It look good, and they bring somebody to taste it like Snoop. They bring somebody in to taste it. It'd be some quiche or something like, we don't eat. You be like, when you see Snoop going, man, this stuff good. You like, I know Snoop. Snoop eating that stuff. I know. I know it's good. I know that food, flour. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? So what I'm getting to is that, we diminish ourselves. And one like here, me and many. I got my boy Drop Radio. I got my spiritual atonement. Many say, one say, I'll leave it to this, because it irk you. Things irk you that perspective, purpose. I have many mentors, young man. I speak directly to you because that's the attitude. We love one loves the confident. The confident is impeccable. Goes with the suit and the glasses and things, but one sees through the pretension of what you think you are. You don't understand. You're not beyond the money theme of it. Inside you, hollow to me. You understand what I'm talking about, P? When you see somebody like that who lacks the respect for an elder, which I am, I might not look it, but I hold that wealth of knowledge and understanding in spiritual tone. Am I saying bow down and you should act a certain way? No. But I too have had my qualms. Somebody like Honorable Louis Farrakhan has listened to me all this for years now and atoned. So he's heard me say some things. Somebody like Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, Myra Moss, have elders out there who oversee a lot of what I do, who I am. And they might not like it. We might not correlate. I might get a little complex and mixed up because, we've absorbed so much, all right? But it's a purpose and time. You got Remy out there. I have so many out there that I adhere to as mentors. They might not know it or think it. Professor Small, Professor Browder, you know what I'm saying? I got so many out there, all right? And what I never do is, they can never tell you he outright just disrespect me, just outright, you know what I'm saying? Bring their names up. Why? Because they are our walking legends, our gods of our time, all right? If they here or not, if they gone, the ancestors that should be upheld and things because they brought prescriptions. They brought understanding. They awakened folks, all right? It only take one, all right? And they was able to do that with many of us, where that so many of us are now being able to be the spark that we supposed to be. So Remy got so much right was that at one point in time we felt that we was ahead of our time, and I'll explain that in so much more. But in understanding, each one of us has a purpose through our time, and we are the time. And the only thing we had to do is get in sync, and we're in sync now. But I come back to the fold of, how we perceive each other and how we go about this matters, because you'll know who is purposeful, who's supposed to be who's doing it for the real reasons, and who's just doing it just to jump in and say, I was a part of that woo-woo, but you really wasn't a substance individual in it. I understand youth. I understand the ego gonna fly a little harder in that, but you've been watching for a while. So for that ad to be up and that approach to be like that, but then to see P come by himself singular, and he is the way he is. He's an elder. He's just like me. He's like me, and a little bit older, but he understands the receptiveness with elders and how to be with that. You ain't got that. You got this little you better than you without it. You ain't got no minute. You ain't hypocrite and all that stuff. Don't nobody need that crap. So you can go put that in your pocket. So P, if you asking why, that's why. All right. I would never accept no nothing. He don't like he respect nothing. All right. Unless it, you know what I'm talking about? And I ain't that person. All right. So in that, if like I said, continue to say I honor my the ancestors that are here. Give your flowers now today, and don't you ever think that I sit here in any type of power trip that I'm better than you or what. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. I ain't. We not here for that. Not this one. You raised me well. You taught me well. You brought the wisdom well, how you do it, and I was a very good student. Still am a very good student. Apologize if sometimes I irk you wrong because of my stubbornness and all that. It's just you know what's going on. You ain't stupid. All right. So Most High put so much in us, what we'll talk about in our hearts, that Most High made, that this time around things will get done. You know what I'm saying? Things will get done collectively. And we understand, and that's what our process of issue was. We stopped doing things collectively. No matter how we feel about each other on our personal level and stuff like that, because we understand, as long as they ain't hurting each other and stuff like that, hey, go on about your business, do you. It might not be my cup of tea or whatever, your alternative lifestyle, whatever, but outside looking in, you ain't hurting your fellow man, and you loving your fellow woman and stuff like that. The children ain't involved, and you more, got your antennas on what's good for the children and not, you know what I'm saying? What needs to be, out of sight, out of sound with that and stuff like that, then we move on. Because we're not no perfect people out here. And I told many of y'all, I'm going to stay comfortable within my skin. I don't give a damn how you feel about me. It's me that got to live this life, not you. I got to live in here. Sean, not you, not nobody else. All right, so I equipped it the way I need to equip it. Not the guy, not the cat. They sit up there and say, you addicted to boo, did it. And I could sit up there and look at that same bald-headed cat and go in his life and dissect his life. And I guarantee there's something I ain't going to like and a lot of people wouldn't like. But how dare I dangle in front of him? Hey, ooh. So I know, but I tell you this stuff because you waste your time and energy. That's all. Okay. The prescription of how you know when God speaks to you. I read out the Bible because at this point in time, every book that has been brought to us, whether you call it holy, whatever, these books live because we continue to write, to work out of them. We continue to have faith that these folks that came before and wrote us, they're no different than us. No different. Just different name. Right? But they wrote them off the energy of, this is how Most High was working with me. The same thing that so many of us do today. Right? Well, joy of the nations, whose God is the Lord, whose people he has chosen as his inheritance. The Lord looks down from heaven and sees the whole human race. From his throne, he observes all who live on earth. He made their hearts. So he understands everything they do. The best equipped army cannot save a king, nor is great strength enough to save a warrior. He made their hearts. Many of y'all who know the Bible in and out can go and see where that this scripture right off the bat. I think it's John. It's one of them things. But I know it. Not know it verbatim, but I understand. In the book it says, same book says, we create man out of our image. R. Right? We create man out of our image. So it's plural. Plural. So yet, what shocked me was when I was giving a little bit of this download to the young man yesterday, he understood that. Oh, that's in the book. Yeah, that's in the book. I understand that there's gods in between us and, entities, things that God made before us and stuff like that. Okay. But it flew over my head how he couldn't correlate that you're part of that. When God made the angels and stuff, God been all around them angels and all stuff. So he know them, he know all that stuff. But when God made woman and man, it was something different because now you got something like substance that you can touch in a preference of you built man and woman out of, it was built out of what is already, God had here. Animals, land, water, all that stuff, right? So that's how you built us out of it. See the prize in that though? Because that's why this place belongs to us so much. See what I'm talking about? Because you made out of the fabric of this. Think about that. Where that the angels, you see them going there? The angels, oil, all that. And so what that means is the animal, didn't I give you dominion over this? Pay attention. Now this is coming right now to make sense to me even more, so it can make sense to you. Didn't I give you dominion over this? Now I've got questions for you. You can only answer them. How would you feel if you was an angel and you've been rocking with Most High the longest? And Most High gave mankind, us, power over all this. How would you feel? Surely they have somewhere. There's no doubt. Probably God was like, how y'all worried about one planet when you rock with me? I give you wings. I give you, you can be invisible. You can eat now that man and woman is made. You can even assimilate them. You can't beat them. So they got jealous. Watch, I ran into it, didn't it? Watch, they got jealous. So when you start being beautiful as one man and stuff down here, and man was copulating with you and having your love and all that stuff, who jealous? Cats that got more power than you, jealous of you. In real theory, they don't got as much power as you, but they got the wings, they got this, invisible, watch this. What you got though, you started advancing, first primitive, whatever, but you advancing. You have power, you powerful. Powerful in the flesh, and then correlating, understanding at that time, you was connected in the spirit. So you was spiritually powerful and you was fleshly powerful. How did you power correlate with the other powers? See what I'm talking about? Power struggle. Now they want to get with you. Can't beat you, can't do nothing with you, because why? God said, you don't mess with my man. You don't mess with my woman. You don't mess with that system. I built that system. With them, they built the bodies and stuff. We will make them in the image of what God made us. That's who's in the images we see, your angels and stuff like that, with excluding the wings and all that stuff. You see them little baby angels and stuff like that. So we're gonna exclude all that. You're gonna be down here, you're gonna write. Watch this now. Let's read. Because this falls into something. Pay attention. Thou hast taught us in the truth. It is thou who are, I'm reading out the Quran, who are perfect in knowledge and wisdom. He said, Adam, tell me their names. When he had told them their names, Allah said, did I not tell you that I know the secrets of heaven and earth, and I know what ye reveal, what ye conceal? And behold, we said to the angels, bow down to Adam. Behold, we said to the angels, bow down to Adam, and they bow down. You better bow down. God said, bow down to the angels. Bow down. Watch this. And they bow down. Not so Iblis. He refused and was haughty. He was of those who rejected faith. Now, I'm not going to sit up and lie to you. I recollect some of the teachings of this, but it shocked me when I read it again. So when I was 22, 21, I was highly advanced through a young man who was Muslim. Now, I had already been venturing, practicing, so a little bit. My roommate in college was Muslim, so I was getting your offshoot stuff because he wasn't highly into it. So I had to, we had a library, that's why good place that I was, Greenville College, you know what I'm saying? That all plays full circle. So I did my own little research and stuff like that, but not enough to know what I know now, but enough to keep me on the path, all right? So understood in through Islam, Book of Enoch and all the books and offshoots, you see what I'm saying, that we don't see in the Bible and stuff like that. So in that one, I didn't correlate it like this because I correlated it as angels that turned their back on Most High right out, after all that. But in theory, it was even in the beginning. Think about it. Faith was put on us to understand that who created us and who made us and things like that. And so you was given your willpower. So Most High seen beyond the angels and all that was created, but they didn't see. Right? They didn't. So did Most High know that these angels gonna turn on them and die after times go? Yeah, most definitely. Right? And so what they turn in? Fallen angels, devils down here. But so Iblis and all that. In the beginning, he already like, I ain't down with this. You giving these humans, whatever this thing, power. And here we've been rocking with you. Come on, Most High. See what I'm talking about? Don't that make sense? Look at us today and our kids and how we deal with it. And don't let it go over your head. Don't let it like, we're not part of, but we're not them. Why you say you're not them? Most High. Most High, what you want? I want some angels and some wings or this, that. Okay, you made that, boom. What else you want? I want some humans. But I ain't got to do all that. Now, I done made you angels and made you, all right, this is what I want. Give you the blueprint, bro. Go do it. And it said, what Most High made personal, though, to ensure he put his signature or their signature, their personal signature on with those he instructed to manufacture. The heart. How you know it's Most High's? The heart. All right, going, boom, the heart. Now, in theory and understanding of how the mythological, speaking of it, when Jacob, whoever, whatever, was doing his genetics and all that stuff, and Most High already knew you're going to make a mankind and all this other stuff in that other Garden of Eden, second one. And so, okay, I'm going to stand behind you and I'm going to put that mustard seed in that heart. It's even in mankind. And it's got some people that say people ain't got no souls and stuff like that. Teach, it's an activation thing. As we continued on in our making us human, more human, this and that, you got to understand that, when you drift off in different avenues of creation, there's a weakness that's going to come about because you're taking from the original source of what's already created. So as you drift from the creation of the tree in the man sense, because men started doing it. So as we started getting entertaining in it, the weaker strands. That's why you start seeing monsters and ghouls and nasty stuff, because we down here trying to play God and create this and this. fusing this animal with this animal and that. And at point in time, that was okay. You get a llama and stuff like that. God, most I don't mind us. You're a creator. That's what you is. But then when you sit there and want to make something nasty and drastic out of, watch this, because you would be amazed. Some of y'all, thank God we got outer lands and stuff like that, because some of these foods and creative stuff is nasty. Eat your butt up. And it got even nasty because of the radioactive type stuff that we don't, the testing and stuff that they go out there. You don't think there's animals and stuff like that out there? So you got to correlate this now. Why they made Godzilla? Why they make Godzilla? Why they make all these lizards and stuff look all big and stuff and all that kind of stuff? Radioactive. It makes sense to me. The only thing is it's out somewhere where they ain't around us. When time go by, be looking for some stuff. Where you think they be testing and that's what drop radio and everything else. That's why we here. We preparing ourselves now. Now you like, well, I don't believe it. Don't believe it. You don't have to believe it. You might not be the one to be around to understand it when it happened. You know, just saying. Let's get back. So, and behold, we said to Adam, bow down. And we said, refuse. He was those who reject faith. And he said, O Adam, dwell, pay attention. O Adam, dwell thou and thy wife in the garden and eat the bountiful things therein as we where and when ye will, but approach not this tree, or ye run into harm and transgression. Then did Satan make them slip. Pay attention, please. Pay attention. Then did Satan make them slip from the garden. Slip from the garden. Not go out of the garden. Get out my garden. Slip. So you fell. You feel learn the garden wasn't here. From the garden and get them out of state of felicity in which they had been. And we said, get ye down, all ye people with enmity. Get ye down, all ye people with enmity between yourselves. On earth will be your dwelling place and your means of livelihood for a time. You're understanding through drop radio, through redacted, through so much of the energy and purpose of time. Now we right on time. Drop radio was able to show you the water. Many of y'all didn't like water in the sky. Yeah, your blue sky's water, same water you got down here, not the exact same. Plasma, right? Firmament, so close to you. These are places where God could dwell in past so easily. When Jamal Rashad, one of the reasons why they locked him up, knowledge base, his Akashi records wide open. When he was able to show me trees, California pine trees, no tree on this earth right now compared, but Drop Radio was able to show some of these trees. And I'm talking about trees that go up to them clouds, beyond them clouds, all the way up to the firmament, all the way up to that ocean depth that you seen that stuff coming. Yeah, all the way up to there. Yeah. You had giants on this land. Them dinosaurs wasn't the biggest thing ever made. That's why you can look at them statues of them big ass Nephilims and stuff like that. That was real tall. Big, 200 feet. Right? How I understood that and knew that for a fact because why else would caves and stuff be so high in some of these remote places that you don't see? You got to go on SP and stuff like that, and you see them right there. You know and tell the truth because you had that. We have cartoons and stuff where you got these animal-like man things flying, and the only way you can get up there to their caves is flying. You ain't no elevator, nothing like that. But they up in 300 feet places and stuff like that. So something was chasing them. Someone was trying to eat them. So then you bring in the theory back in the theory of Jack and the Beanstalk. It makes so much damn sense. So at one point in time, where I'll leave it off at is we had that much power and we was that close to Most High. We slipped. The Garden of Eden, first garden was up here. So in theory, drop radio, I'm like you, I don't believe these people can get out in a certain point. I think everything what they're able to do is inside this arena. We even got stars and quasars that are allotted inside and outside. Called galaxy outside, but inside we're just orbiting inside, big, conglomerate. God's dwelling. Can you get out of here? It's almost high. I started theorizing a lot when I started researching us. When you start diving into you, the being, I was like, why not enough black folks, not enough natural us look up and be like, let's try to get up out of here. Very ingenuity. No doubt, and I'm not stereotyping in so many ways. I am. No disrespect to anybody out there. But how I looked at it, it's like, sure, the most ingenuitive, most inventive folks is in our ghettos, in our places where that, we messing with the car and we make the car do all kinds of things that you ain't never seen before. And, you looking at, damn, and you see that low rider doing that, and all of a sudden the low rider can do like this and stuff, and, and talk to you and stuff, just crazy stuff, or blase. And you're like, imagine if we could, door open, window open, whatever. Hispanics and brothers out there. If it was just that serious, like someone said, hey, Earth on fire, and in a month it's gonna burn all down. There's no doubt there's some ingenuity, and it would come out of not no NASA and all them. They've been trying to. Y'all watch Stargate, right? The government, the man said that. So Daniel, you didn't came off the street. They got Daniel off the street. So Daniel, you didn't came off the street. And what these folks couldn't get in 3 years, 4 years, you didn't figure it out in 2 weeks. And Daniel looking at him like, damn. Daniel, look, the movie don't want to embarrass the folks and all that stuff, because Daniel really want to say, damn, you got Oxford education and Cambridge and all these elite colleges and Harvard education and generals that went to all these schools and all that. And y'all motherfuckers couldn't figure this basic stuff, and I just came off the street and I was like, no, that ain't what that say. Erase that. Y'all fools need to hurry up and get this thing to the Stargate. You know what I'm saying? Daniel like, that's what it said. And they like, now, why I give you that story, beloved? That's your society. We got folks out here think they smarter than anything out here. And then the basic people on the ground, comment in and all that, you ain't got no wherewithal. And that's what Most High comes to us say. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. Right to Roger P. And she was in that movie, right, where all them men thought they were just smarter in the world. Woo-woo. Bump this woman. She can't woo-woo. Well, she the one got the mathematical wisdom. The tutus, all of them. Every tutu. There's not a tutu on this land that ain't as smart as a man in that mathematical wisdom understanding. That's what they supposed to be. They the architects of da-da-da. But we fool ourselves. The men fool themselves. See what I'm talking about? Until they had to bow down like, damn, that's the right equation formula to get. What we talking about? Okay. So, them trees, and then that's where you get tree house down there. We shrunk ourselves. Now you build tree house for who? For your little girl, your little boy. You gonna get in? Hell no, I ain't gonna get in. I ain't never known no adult to be in no tree house. Of course, you forgot. Tree houses all around this motherfucker. What you talking about? Yeah. What you talking about? You're going up and down like an elevator. That got cut. That's when they understanding. They talking about a snake came up, and I don't give a dang what it was. Some told, and you know what it was. Iblis, that angel that didn't like the humans, that didn't have faith in Most High, Just I don't give a fuck about your plan, da 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 da. And when you try to put a monkey wrench in it before it gets started. I'm lying now. Let me tell you, hey Eve, what? Don't them apples look good over there? Which ones? Huh? Oh, them green ones? You know there'd be something different. Couldn't have been the red ones. Red ones, you know, yeah, good. You know, green. You can go and eat them. God said don't eat them. What? No, they ain't, no. You want the same knowledge as God? Instilling it. Instilling. You see what I'm talking about? Instilling different behavior. But he come from God. You see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? He come from God. Because he's doing this, does it mean he's not godly? He right in God. He's still in. My God ain't kicked him out yet. Well, he did after he did that. And God come and said, what the heck wrong with y'all? Running around here with clothes on and stuff. I want you to think about something. Beloved, just use your common sense. Just use your common sense. They up in God's garden. Where me and you don't know nothing about. We just now figuring this out. Well, we know it's written. Many know out there, but we putting it in layman terms. They up in God's garden, not your typical garden down here. It's similar to God's garden down here. You know what I'm saying? But this your garden. They up in Most High's garden. So Most High like, what you got these clothes on for? You don't need that here. What you got them sleeves? What you all got them leaves and sleeves and making sleeves and jeans and you don't need that here. Only thing up here that can see you that was part of the creation. You ain't what you ashamed about around me. Think about this. I made you. What you ashamed about? The angels watch me do this. They help me. What you ashamed of? What you running around here hiding from me for? Okay. Since you want to act like that, since you want to listen to this fool, what? Since you want to listen to this fool, I'm a jealous God. I created you. Matter of fact, Lucifer, Satan, whoever, the one who turned his back on Most High, get your ass out of here. You first, and then you two come here. I gave you the free will. I ain't mad at you that you did what you did because I already knew. I'm mad at that fool because he tried to play me. Little mad at you because you know I made you. You should have known better. Know better, do better. Since you didn't know no better, you go down there to your crib. You almost had two cribs. You had a crib, you come up to me anytime you need me. God, can I talk to you? Come up. Get on up the tree, up in the heavens, free pass. Most I was like, I'm cutting all this. Y'all can't come up here no more. Y'all lack faith in me. If my number one angel, think about it, my number one angel then turned his back on me and got my greatest, my children. Who? My children. Who? Beloved, how you feel when your children turn their back on you? So most I like, you got my children turn my back. I gotta work on these fools again. I gotta reprogram them. Cause Iblis, Angel, Satan, Lucy, Fur, whoever, you didn't wouldn't program my kids to think that they can be on my level. He didn't program my kids to go against me. Now here Eve, she don't like Adam. Now I gotta make Lilith, or Lilith came first, and then I made Eve, because Lilith, she went with Satan. I'm trying to say some stuff. She was like, I don't really want to be with Adam. Adam ain't anyway. Who told you that? Elibis, Satan. Then he say Adam ain't So now Satan got a wife. So it's Satan and his, who he drew away, and then Adam and Eve, and good and bad on earth. And the earth theoretically, inherently belongs to who though? The physical more. Adam and Eve. But who defined Most High? See, this adding up all right. Satan and his little wife or whoever. I don't know if it's little. I just, going in my theory, I added it. We want it. We want earth. It ain't yours to have, fool. It belongs to the original human beings whom I created earth out of, molded the fabric out of. You angels, they know who I am. I'm talking to some of them, pretending to be human, running around here. And then they make an energy called money to hypnotize you. You ain't got no money. You ain't What that do? Now Satan has made down here equal to his existence. Because you ain't got no money. You ain't Not if you ain't got no connection with the Most High. You ain't You see what I'm talking about? He didn't balance it out. Because he know, I ain't got no connection. I don't want no connection, the Most High. Matter of fact, ain't no Most High. Satan. See Satan? See Satan? See that evil man? Guess what? He look like you. Look like me. Look like all of us playing games down here. But he ain't us. Never can be. That's the game. That's the fool. And then you wonder why you see them, some of y'all, well, damn, now you understand. I can live this lifetime, come back and be reincarnated and see this fool in a different body, different thing, but doing the same stuff, looking the similar, because they stuck here. They bounded here. And they know it. And I'm the one of them that can release you like this to tell you what the Edai is. And tell you, yes, this body dies. When you done with this, you got another, boom, let's go. Where do I go though? That's the confusion Satan did. Made machines and stuff like that, light code down spirit, so you don't know where you go. But now you know where to go. You head your ass to that North Pole, the center. Your spirit, like I told my mom, get there to the North Pole where it gravitates even when you have a magnet. My brother dropped radio show. When you have your compass and all that stuff and it points straight directly in it, you get there and you go straight up. That's it. That's it. Just go straight up and you'll get up out of here. No doubt. And also depends on how you are. You got faith in Most High? Because think about it, beloved. If you ain't had no faith down here in Most High, you ain't give a damn about if there's a Most High and you was listening to stupid Bo over there and all that, do you think Most High gonna let you come? You can know how to get out here all out though. Do you really think Most High gonna open the door? That's where we at. See how this go? What you do down here matters. But a fool told you what you do down here don't matter. And how I can tell you that? I had an idiot who stayed around me for 8 years. Now that we have a disagreement, a woman come involved or whatever, or his Judas ass, whatever, and he done got his little books, and I'ma say it. his red and blue house books and throw in my face. Yeah, Shell, I was out at Washington and I'm part of this lodge and that lodge. And I'm just listening. I'm like, sound good. Look good. Big old house down there, huh, bro? But what the fool rather realized, you was my soldier. I led you. You didn't lead me not a damn way. Very knowledgeable. Won't tell you no lie. I don't throw dirt on people. Very knowledgeable. Without him, my job would have been harder. With him, my job was much more easier. But his job was, I got to outsmart Shell. I got to show Shell I can be better than him, da-da-da, in competition. Right, BJ? Right, Coons, Guzman, and every goddamn body else. When I'm sitting up here facilitating these fools, like, what I know, you will know. Promise that, because that's powerful. Power is to be given, not kept. So when you got this fool running around me with all that energy and stuff like that, I was like, you can go in any house you want to. Walking in the house and doing that and imitating something and somebody that already came. Yeah, we do that all. We've done that for all centuries and da. It's called Typhonian. But I guarantee I walk in these houses, bro. Most High, I'll make them houses bow down to me. I just read it. I just read it. He said, oh, Adam, tell them their names. And behold, he said to the angels, bow down to Adam. Whether you in your lodge, outside your lodge, your church, your cathedral, your mosque, are we standing up together in the heavens with Most High? I tell you now, no, I ain't forgot who I am. I know exactly who I am. Now you do. We all do. But that don't make me better than you. That just operates that I gotta work harder to do better in so many ways. But I ain't gonna kill myself for none of you fools. Because none of you fools really truly show that you have the faith. Many of you have turned your back on Most High in so many ways. You demonstrated. You can't come to the forefront with your grievance and understanding that what you've done wrong or whatever. That's yours. I don't have to worry about that. Sorry for the passion, but I'm not. I need you to know I'm so serious about who I am, what I am, determined about my job, my mission. It's gonna get done. And for so many of y'all that said over my dead body, well, let's go. Commence to dying. Let's go, because it's gonna get done. I am the commoner. Not the commoner in title of being small or little or whatever, but the commoner in bringing this shit common. Common sense, layman terms. Who can't? Who can't see it for what it is? Got a wealth of energy of knowledge, own it. I can decipher it too easy. Many of us, before the book came, we was the book, the philosophers. So that's why the book is still the book, the body, the book, the body, the book. That's why Psalms is still what it is, the guidance, the lamps, guide us, enlighten. And that's why David is so prominent in there, like she said, yes. I am David at one point in time fighting up against Goliath. I am David right now fighting up against Goliath, no doubt. Many of us, though. I don't equate it to one individual. Most High would never allow me to do that. Because he's not just one, Sean. I created many. Two combine and collect as one. Because you're powerful like this. But I created this. But I created this in a way, though, understanding. You understand, linked to you, your body. You understand when you need them to act together, what do? When you need them to function autonomously by themselves, what do? Just common, simple sense. So it's the same thing with us. When you need your fellow man to act together, what do? When we need to act autonomous and on our own, what do? We here. We here. We here. If you sound to this understanding, if it makes sense to you, resonate, correlate, and you here. You two are here. You two are here. Now, solution, is it for us to woo, woo, woo? No. It's nothing to woo because we look around and we still see the same problem, same issues that we have, systemic, all right, that's bringing us down even worse than we've ever done before. This is our prime time that we understand we're the game changers. Who? You, me, us. Those strong enough to get the willpower up here to understand that it's going to take the brain banging power to bring us out of the stuff that we in, all right? The things that we in, the things that we need to fix, the things that we can encourage ourselves to be better at, all right? Ain't no rocket scientists. They want to make us think so. Why? Make you think it's gonna take rocket scientists, so then it don't get done. So then you don't think that you're the person to do it. Well, look around. Who's supposed to do it? Human beings. The beings that's having a human experience. That God gave, Most High gave that energy to. Granted it. This is a privilege to be down here. But we've turned what is a privilege, Lucifer, Satan, has turned what used to be a privilege, a beautiful paradise, period, where you combine both and stuff, and you had God Most High everywhere for you. Satan destroyed that because of the jealousy of Most High. Satan wanted that energy. Satan didn't want no faith. Satan don't want you to believe in yourself. Satan don't believe in unity. Satan don't believe in prosperity, abundance and stuff through the armor and love of Most High, all right? When you get it through Most High and stuff like that, you notice Most High share that. When you get your love and your energy and your work and all that stuff, you say, Most High gave me that. Most High gave me this abundance stuff. You share. But when it's from Satan, you hateful and stuff, and Satan, I did this. I'm self-made. I'm woo, 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 woo. And that's the 20,000 cars in your house, mansions in your house, no kids. You got any kids, bro? No, I ain't got. I don't know kids. I gotta share my. I'm saying something. I gotta share my stuff if I have kids. Them selfish people. I don't give a damn who they is. I don't care what you say. Them selfish ass people. Especially if they rich. Filthy rich. And they're not sharing it with children and kids and offsprings and stuff like that. You gotta question that stuff. And I mean consistent. Not know, I get a kid every month or I did it. Shut the hell up. You selfish. Period. Drop down selfish. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Because your first ultimate job as doing this, bring life in. Bring life in. Especially if you're abundant. Especially if you're abundant. Because you're the prime influencer. You're the one that everybody gonna be, look at such and such. Watch this. Don't even make sense. Watch this. The President of the United States is on today. The President of the United States. When the President of the United States be coming on, King Charles is coming on today. King Charles. Do you just be looking for them individually? Like really? Yeah. Oh, King Charles, let me go. No. All of us, the women be like, oh, King Charles coming. Oh, I wonder what Camilla got on. I wonder if the kids are with him. I wonder if he talking to Harry yet. I wonder if the family good. You're looking at the whole aspect. Because the influence, what? The money, the prominence, all that. You're looking at all that. See what I'm talking about? All that. President come on. Where Melania at? Where Barron at? I ain't seen the girls with him in a while. Because the influence that brings. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Yeah. All right. We'll leave right this. Still in the Quran. How can we reject the faith in Allah, which just means one God? That's it, just one God. Saying that ye were without life, and he gave you life. And he will cause you to die, and you will again bring you to life and reincarnation. And again to him you return. He is he who have created you for all things that are on earth. Then he turned to the heavens and made them in 7 firmaments. In all things he hath perfect knowledge. Behold, thy Lord said to the angels, I will create a vicegerent, it's Vicegerent, vicegerent on earth. They said, wilt thou place therein one who will make mischief therein and shed blood? Whilst we do celebrate thy praise and glorify thy holy name, he said, I know what ye know not. And all that I get out of that is a separation. We messed up. We listening to old Lucifer. So God said, I'm going to create a separation, viscerant. And what to me, I understand, same thing. You're going to have water on earth, water in the sky, a space in there between where you're not going to be able to get to me so easy like you had before. That's it. That's it. How? Because he's telling you, how can you reject the faith in Allah? How can you reject the faith in me when I'm the one who created you? This same syndrome is Pinocchio, guys. That's why I love using the analogy of Pinocchio. Y'all know it makes sense. Pinocchio, you talking on shit. You can talk. You can move. You got your own thoughts. And you looking back saying, Geppetto, who the heck is you? And da-da-da. And then Geppetto like, who you think you talking to? I'm who created you. And then you know the knowledge, the lack of knowledge of Pinocchio like okay, you created me, da-da-da-da-da, and what that mean? Pinocchio go on his way. Cause why? His immaturity, his lack of knowledge and things like that. You know what I'm saying? What I'll lead you with this, real talk. When I keep on studying, what we fail to realize is, yes, I've always been able to say this in so many myths and have it in theory to make sense is that if Most High, Most High is the in and in all, the beginning, Alpha and Omega, the everything. So then, what does Most High got? Just say Most High creates something. What Most High got around Most High to say? Most High, that shit. What is that? I don't like that. Or you shouldn't have created that. Or you get what I'm saying? Who checking Most High? And all we say like it, because Most High, the first, the all, whatever, we just say, everything Most High is perfect. It is? Let me put my common sense thinking cap on. This damn Lucifer, this ragged ass, crooked ass Lucifer ain't perfect. I'm saying something. So we got to go big back and look at perfect. The best I could do. My number one, Ace Bukun, but perfect. Lucifer ain't perfect. Because if Lucifer were perfect, Lucifer would be like all the other angels, right? And we been running around here hunky-dory, good, woo. So there ain't no perfect stuff down here. So I know this gonna hurt a lot of people. How dare you talk about my Most High? Now you want to have faith. Now you want to believe in God when it's come to defending them stuff. But when it comes to action and understanding it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's nobody to check Most High. So Most High do the best he can. Just like you and me. We do the best we can. Be the best we can. Is that letting us off the loose of your best might not be the best, what you think your best is? No, but you can decide that. And then the measurement of that is those outside you. You know what I'm saying? So what I get to is that I know Lucifer ain't perfect, so I know I can question Most High in so many ways. and not feel ashamed or bad about it. Like Most High, because it's a communication, and knowing that Most High gonna come through and with a understanding. I know it wasn't perfect at that point in time, but later on down the line, as you continue to do you woo woo, it's gonna get better. It's gonna look a certain way. You're gonna see even in my imperfection, you still strive, you still be. Because I know I made Lucifer, and I know he getting you human beings past and stuff, but I orchestrated like that and imperfect because you gonna show Lucifer why you should have faith. There we go, Lucifer. Every time Sean stand up, every time he breathe, every time he get up, every time he be who he is, every time that woman get up that you raped, every time that woman that you get up that you stole from, these people that you done something to, Lucifer, you will see why you should have faith. See how it go? Because Lucifer was the first one to check Most High and say, this ain't all that. This ain't perfect. Man, woman ain't perfect. And Most High was like, who the heck is you to check me? You know, I'm cool with it, but you trying to throw it up in my face and stuff. See what I'm talking about? Oh, you want to be me. Instead of knowing that I created your punk. See how it go? You want to be me. Run around there. You want to turn man against me. Man and woman against me. My creation. Okay. Through him, I'm going to make you have faith. And that happen today. Every day, Lucifer, any evil fool that we bound over, we cripple because they think they can do with their money, God, and all that stuff. I win. I know who I am. Go sit your fool ass down, Lucifer, before you get dead and quick than what you supposed to. Supreme knowledge. 3 up, 3 down. It'll always be balanced in the middle. That's who we are out here. Keep learning, keep teaching, keep being, knowing, doing. This is our job out here, people. To make life better for each other. Bring common sense in for each other. Not trick each other, not confuse each other. Okay? It's us. And I'll leave you with this. Don't look at me as no construct. Ooh, that man smart. Ooh, that man this. Ooh. We all are. I will not allow you to do that to me. You big me up and you die yourself down. That will not happen on my watch. You take the power that was given to me and you make yourself powerful. You empower yourself with your own knowledge. I told you power, knowledge, data, information is power. So many of you, they scared of you. They this and that. You damn right they are. Because the information that is wielded in me is power. Something they don't got. You think I don't know? I can rumble on for 2-3 hours, not break a goddamn cut, not have to use a cut. Mine just going. They can't do it. Right, Q? So I know our power. You got it too. Might not be the same. Might not be articulate. We're not all supposed to be on the same. What he does, you do the same in competition. That's Lucifer doing that to you, making you compete. Hype button and all that stuff. Comparisons and stuff. That's Lucifer doing that to you. Divide and conquer. You know I'm right. And many of you in your right knowing you don't care. Yeah, I know. I work for Lucifer. I have to eat. I have to sustain a certain lifestyle. I can't be you. I don't want people looking at me like that. I see you walk through it and it hurt me. You think I don't know this? How you excommunicated and some come away, how you shunned and da. Don't sweat that on my part. Don't do that to yourself. Don't take on that energy. Because guess what? Sean grows every day greater in volume and understanding. It's important for me to be in a position like that. Because the only time I'm gonna the time coming when I want to come in contact or need to come in contact with somebody, I could give a fudge with my flesh, say, we'll take care of that in the meantime. But when time, it's not going to be somebody I know just waiting for me to fall asleep at that one time to cut my damn throat and stuff, knowing I'm the energy, poison me or something like that. No, it'll be somebody who will protect me with their own life, like it's their own, who will know they God sent to do that, because I will be God sent to protect them, cover them, heal them. This goes in all ways, ladies and gentlemen. And it will be done because we will be the part that shows you healing, being together each other without fixing issues, da da da. So much of what's already going and being prepped and done right. This is not an anomaly, something brand new, but it's something that's going to work in a sense that it'll be the new thing for us to be able to do individually, group, collectively, in so many healthy ways. And then it won't be a put on. We had to get put in our hearts. We had to get put in our solitude and stuff like that. The whole world almost had to cry at so much in so many ways because we was laughing at Most High. We was thinking Most High ain't in this. Most High still in this. This is Most High. Most High own this. And then manage it and then works it through us, all right? So yeah, for sure. Let me get off of here. Y'all stay good, stay blessed. Hopefully y'all use this video for Christmas, things like that. Cherish your days, I believe in the concept of Christmas and everything. Forget all the allure outside of it, whether baby Jesus did or died on this day, that day, whatever, it don't matter. Baby Jesus and Shiva and Kali Ma and Buddha and all them, they died for a purpose of us being able to do this. Communicate like we're doing right now, come to an intelligence like we're coming to grips to understanding. We need to learn more about who he was and stuff. And I always say, you learn men. Keep diving in to learn more about the women, and you learn yourself. We learn ourselves. Keep the energy of picking them up, boosting them up. The purpose, why? Because they're energy. They're the highest energy on our land. They're the fifth element. And when they're doing good, their spirits are doing good. Ain't talking about, oh, I need this and I need to go shopping. And I ain't talking. They know what I'm talking about. When they in their righteous understanding of who and their purpose of what they are. You ain't here to be no city girl, stripper, hoe, boo, all that stuff. Don't give a damn what Satan had told you and the position he put you in. And that's just a position. That's a state of mind that you in. You own and control your state of mind. That's what's going on right now too. Learning how to own and control your own state of mind. It's yours. You don't need to be remoted. How's that? By somebody else telling you this and that and woo, and you old enough to know good from bad and da da da. But you got other people remoting. Remember, do this and you don't think, what I'm saying? That's what when you don't have your own thought process and stuff like that. So that's the whole purpose of empowering. All right? But you have to be empowered on the right substance. All right, you got to begin absorbing the right information, right people and stuff. The folks that want you to be empowered. You got to deal with people that want you to be empowered. That when they see you and they look at you and they like, man, we're making this fool skip and hop and smile and hey. And some of y'all be wondering, why that man won't talk to me? Why you over there skipping and popping? I'm like, what make you happy? What you believe in? What you got going on that I don't know? Cause I want to make sure I ain't missing out. You smile and doing good. What's that? What you got there? What you got there? And I get a little, so. And shoot, if it's good and it's going the right health and all, I need to up my game. You see what I'm talking about? Contagious. You do the same thing. I got a whole bunch of bad stuff I could say that we would entertain. Huh, man? Whole group of women in the parking lot. And they all got some Daisy Dukes on and and they all single, got their own car, about 20 of them. What we do? Hey, what y'all doing? What y'all got going on? See the stuff? See what I'm talking about? You running over there trying to figure out. Today, somebody just smiling, giddy, happy, singing, and we looking at them like, what's around here? We ain't stop that. Find out. If you ain't happy inside, hey, bro, hey, hi. Just say hi. Hi, how you doing? You know how that, You transferring energy. When they transfer that and they say, hey, how you doing, beloved? How you doing? They transform. Now you getting a little bit of what. It's a state of mind. I'm saying something. Because you was walking by, when you was walking by and seeing, he's like, on your mind, excuse me, God talking, Bert. You just came from the house and you want to slap the hell out your dog. We're gonna say dog, not your wife, daughter, pig, something like that. You know what I'm saying? You want to knock the hell out of him. And then, but you got out the house, got a breath air. Let me take a breather. Let me get my temperature. And you went to the park. Park a good place. You liable to find good smiling folks at the park. If you don't find nobody good smiling at the park, look at the scenery, the grass, the trees. Walk around the park. A good walk de-energizes that offset energy that you ain't using right. You walk around the park. Damn, my feet hurting. Yeah, that's good. Getting the tension off you. Or rather, your feet hurting here, walking around the park, than your face hurting in jail. There's somebody knocking you out, where you are, damn well, I ain't supposed to be in no jail. Of course you ain't. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to save people from doing stupid stuff out here and giving them stupid stuff. So, you know what I'm talking about? We out here. Love y'all. Most of what I did right there, because I probably finna come in some stuff the spirit know. And you talk to yourself too. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself, calming yourself down, being your own constructive, criticism and counseling, stuff like that. Before you get to one, a doctor need one, feel you need one, be your own first. It's real. Hey, no, I don't need to do that. Sean, I know. Right in front of you, want to put them gloves on, box you up and everything. But you know what? Where is that going to get you? Fighting right now at 56, somebody in the physical. Does it make any sense? Am I on the defense or the offense? Fool just want to fight. Can I walk away? Yeah, you can walk away. You're gonna look silly. You're gonna look like a clown. People gonna laugh at you. Say you simp. Say you weak. All that. Making cameras on. See, I didn't tell you he wouldn't fight. Did he put his hands on you? No, he didn't put his hands. She didn't put their hands on you. No, you don't put your hands on me. It can't be no fight. So I just walk away. I just walk away. Why? State some reason why you walk away. I'm by myself. But I get in a fight with somebody. I know me. It's just not gonna be whoop 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 and you done beat me down. I'm all on the ground. Now you going to get in the car. I'm right there. I ain't you. Not enough. You ain't kill me. Biting on your neck. Everything. Doing what I got to do to get mine. You done beat me down. You done drove away. Please don't come to the same place. I then took the plates, everything, looked at. If I see you, I got my lunch with me. It's not going to go well. No route. You better ask some folks. Took one for the team. Understood I had to. That fool don't come around no more. God forbid. I'll be tested. And I know it's going to come. Watch it this time. Not the same person. Because Lucifer, that's what he want to do, and antagonize us. Make us look weak. I tell all my religions out there, ways of life. Ways of life. Collectively, we in this together. They destroy one religion, then they can destroy all religions. Ways of life. It's your way of life that you produce, your way of life. Lucifer don't like it right now because you're taking from Lucifer. You're taking the hypnotism, the allure of what they had, their money, their jewelry. Lucifer don't like us right now. Lucifer don't like us right now. Lucifer's concerts are not getting filled up. So their bills are not getting paid. Their cars are getting collected. Houses. Lucifer don't like us right now. You notice I say Lucifers. So that's plural, many Lucifers. So the same concept, beloved. It's time for the Christ-like folk, for us to stand up and not accept them destroying the fabric that we know better. We understand faith. Notice, faith don't have no attachment to it, saying you have faith in Islam, you have faith in being Catholic, you have faith in being Jewish, you have faith in being Christian, you have faith in being Hindu, and every other religion we have. You see that? They don't say that. Do you have faith in Most High? Do you have faith in God? Because when you have that, that's the prescription for you to have and carry the faith on your religion. See what I'm talking about? I don't have faith that I will get up every day and pray and represent Most High like this. That's a discipline. It's a lack of my discipline if I do or don't. But I have an enduring faith every day that if I do or don't, I have faith my Most High ain't going, I know you, son. You speak to me every day. You bless your food. You give somebody something. Thank you, Most High. You walk down that street. Thank you, Most High, for allowing me to take Dookie over there or in inputting something in Dookie that he pushed me to run, or, Most High gonna work through your nature. See what I'm talking about? So I have faith in Most High. I have faith in Most High that Most High gonna orchestrate so much that we'll get the hint. All right, I'll leave it right there. I just kept going because so many I could feel. We doing the right thing. All right? Be good to yourself. Keep being good to yourself. Try our best not to make it a ooh, because then that makes it not approachable. That's what is wrong with our young youth, because they think we're in such a perfect light and we're so da-da-da. We got our white suits on and we got our, we got our allure, and we talk God, we talk some things that they don't know. So now they think you're untouchable, that you're too high and too high for pedestal and too, what I'm saying? It's like, nah, that's when you need to come at me more. That's how you need to come at us more and comfort in yourself more, because that's when we are at our highest. We're not like the stars, your basic stars who think they stars and I want to come and I want something from you. No, you want God. You want that God energy. I understand that. What else? And then we have to know that I got to be that for you, that energy, not God, the energy. I ain't God. I ain't your God. I'm leading you to Most High. And in that leading you to Most High, or the water, whatever, Most High is granting the energy of, you're going to look good at this. I'm going to give you what you need to do this. Why? You represent the Most High. All praise to the Most High for the love of what we do. 3 up, 3 down. G3. Boom. Stay nice with yourself. Be a tree. Plant a tree. Sow a tree. You know what I'm talking about? Be the branch of the tree, the leaves, whatever you can do. But no, you part of the tree. Love.